everybody, my name's Erica and welcome to my channel, Ginger Books. So you're probably confused by the title down below. Well, I am jumping on the whole trend of New Year, New Me, and I'm actually going to try to stick to this. We will see at the end of the year when I watch this video and review how my channel went. But I'm doing a lot of things realizing that I need to do some goal-oriented in my life and also in the things that I do. Because I've never really been a planner. A lot of people think I am, but I'm not. Because I plan, but then I never stick to it. And we all know how 2020 was a huge dumpster fire. I started learning a lot about myself during that year. And I'm just like, if I want to reach my goal of saying I want my acreage, something's got to change to fit to that bigger goal. Or on this channel, I want to build a community on this channel. So in realizing that, yes, I created this channel for fun, but I do want to build a community, how can I make that goal happen? I had to think long and hard of how I wanted this channel to go, and sometimes it took up the time I was supposed to be working when I was thinking about this, but I just want to tell you guys I have been putting forth the effort of just figuring out a more clear and concise kind of plan for this channel, other things in my life, but we don't need to talk about that. So this channel is going to stay the same, like I said in my previous Vlogmas videos, that it's going to stay books on Tuesdays and Fridays on Sims. Eventually, I would like to move Sims off of this channel and put onto Twitch. However, I would like to get a little bit more views before I move to Twitch so I can bring you guys over with me. I have 8 subscribers now. I would like to see at least 20 by the end of the year. I'm not setting huge goals to the point where if it doesn't happen, I'm not hugely disappointed and crushed. Because I have that problem of setting too big of goals and then not putting smaller goals to go to that. So I'm kind of putting like a end medium goal and then having smaller goals to lead up to that. So a little bit better planning. And I hope you guys are getting this because I feel like I'm explaining this backwards. But something like that so that I can carry you guys over to Twitch. I know sometimes Twitch is a little bit easier to get followers because you could pop up randomly on the front page of if you like this person playing these games, you might like this person playing these games recommended. So it could be where I might switch in the next couple of months Sims to Twitch. So that means this would be completely a book channel. I will not have any more Sims on here. I'm starting to realize a lot of the editing, until I can figure it out, is a little hard, so I have a lot more research to do. However, I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to get to that just because I have a lot to do for work. We will see. I'm not making up excuses, I'm just trying to prioritize, which is another thing I struggle with a lot and that I want to change this year. So for this channel, I decided again to make smaller, medium goals towards the end of the year for my reading goals and for the channel goals. So taking out my handy dandy bullet journal, which I stopped using, I believe after November or October, I just stopped using it just because I was not reading. And one of the things I found out why maybe I was not wanting to read so much is I was putting too big of a Goodreads goal ahead of it that, once I fell behind, it's just like, why should I even bother keep trying to achieve this goal? Which I need to stop. So this year, 2021 is going to be anything that makes me happy and brings positivity into my life. So I'm just, every month, maybe a different theme. Maybe the same theme like TV shows for right now, since I have stickers for that. Or it might be something completely different. So anything that brings me joy and what I'm feeling would bring me joy that month. So right now I have Futurama as the first spread because Futurama and New Year's Eve and go hand in hand. If you have not seen Futurama, I do warn you, it has very explicit content and a lot of kind of vulgar humor, so I do caution you. I used to love the show. Don't really watch it so much anymore, but we have Futurama as 2021's goal spread. So the first page is our goals, which I will talk about here in a minute about the second goal, but the first one is to complete Goodreads goal of 24. And I have my Goodreads goal right over here, 24, which I will fill in color and put the book right next to it that completed that. And have it color-coded kind of to how each month goes. The second one is to finish what I started. which I have a bad habit of starting series that have multiple books and never finishing them because I just feel too overwhelmed to finish the series. And then at the end, did I complete my goals? Yes. Did I complete my goals? No. I put them in my 2 favorite colors as yes being blue and purple being no, because even if you don't complete it, again, you can set that as your goal again for next year. But again, my Goodreads goal of 24 is at least 2 books per month, which I know I'm more than capable of doing. If I do more than that, that is completely fine, but at least $2 a month. And I will be using Libby more, especially when I'm at work, because I can't always read a physical book at work, but I can listen to one. My bookshelf spread is going to be pictures of the book instead of an actual bookshelf. My other one that I'm going to be keeping, I got from an Owl Crate box last year for the new year. I never really used past, I think it was February or March. I'm going to be using that one as well to help keep track, so that will probably come with me and this one will stay home. But I'll have the pictures of the books, a rating. If I give it like a 4 out of 5, I'll have like 2 bullet points that really set home why I liked it, and the 1 bullet point that kind of made it not like a 5 out of 5 for me. You know what I mean? So then we move on to January's spread, which is Futurama. Again, I have all of these stickers, and it's just going to be a random theme every month. So Futurama, because I thought of the premise of the whole show was Fry pretty much being put in a chronological chamber and sped to the year 3000. So then the next one is books I read. So I only have 2 planned. If I read more than that, then I'll probably go on to the next page. I guess I can't go on to the next page, but I'll figure it out. Then I have the book of the month that I picked, which I have to go pick my book of the month right now. And then my favorite book of the month out of the books I read. I mean, if it's only 2, it's only 2. Again, I'm not pressuring myself into things. That's the whole idea. And then I have, for fun, I thought this was fun. Pages read. This page is themed after Bender. So I figured he's always an interesting character, always likes to take charge and wants his way. He's a very narcissistic character. So this is him trying to tell everybody where to go. These are the planets, which are the dates in it, and the pages for pages read right next to it. So he's going to chart a course for the group, probably getting them lost. Then the next one is technically Amy, and she's going to be my fairy loot, which I did get my first fairy loot box, but it's not for January. It is for December. So I will put January's here, and we will also have an unboxing on this channel for the first one. And then my book haul of books I bought this month. I am trying to cut down on buying books since I have a whole lot but that's a goal that I'm putting a maybe, just because when I'm stressed, I tend to buy books. So that's kind of like the goal for my reading. It's very lax just because when I feel pressured to do things and get too stressed out, I don't want to do them. I want to get them out of my life. So I'm trying to make this a little bit more enjoyable for me and not look so stressed when you see me on videos. So for that second goal that you saw, I want to finish what I started. And one of them is the Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter Chronicles that I never finished reading in publishing order. So the first one that I have been listening to as an audiobook, I think I'm to 1/4 into chapter 4, which is Lady Midnight, which is the Dark Artifice series, which is the sequel to The Mortal Instruments. I don't know how to feel about it right now. I'm really liking Emma and Christina. I like how Emma, you meet her in the last book, which is City of Heavenly Fire. And I just love her. It's a tragic backstory, but I love her, her detailed backstory of the way she is today. And her trying to, right now, kind of go through the conflicts of how she feels about her paraglidite Julian, who's always been like a brother, but you can kind of start seeing the whole brothers into kind of lovers, because it's not her actual brother. It's her adopted brother. The family took her in after her parents were killed. So we will be finishing that this year, and I will be pretty much doing a book a month, hopefully catching up. I probably won't catch up before the next book in, I believe the Last Hour series comes out, Chain of Iron, but we'll catch up. The next one is I want to complete, and I stopped it for a good reason. And that is the Harry Potter read-through, because I've never read the books. I've only watched the movies. However, I stopped after J.K. Rowling being very transphobic. I am a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community. I have friends who are part of the community, and I just could not, in my heart, right then and there, complete this after everything was brought to light. So, and I had to think long and hard if I really, really wanted to continue reading these or just get rid of the books. I kind of talked to people that I knew that were huge Harry Potter fans. They were not the author fans, they were the Harry Potter universe fans and what the universe and the community, fan base community stands for. And so they convinced me, and I kind of agree with them, that I will continue reading these books. However, I will not be purchasing anything that is licensed by J.K. Rowling and Universal Studios themselves, just because that royalty does go back to her from Universal Studios. So after the stuff I had bought and found out, I was just like, okay, no more. So I will continue reading it, but I will not support the author by buying the merch, licensed merch. If I do buy anything, it will be from secondhand people who made things based off the fandom. So like Etsy or anything like that, but it will not be coming from her. And I fully support the community that is still staying strong to the Harry Potter universe, because it would be kind of like, and this is just an example because I know she's not this way, is Cassandra Clare in the Shadowhunter Chronicles. If she came out, which is a series that literally I grew up on since high school, and I could lose myself in and love the Chronicles. If she came out as being, let's say, transphobic or something like that, which I know she's not because she has LGBT community-based characters in her stories. I mean, Magnus Bane and Alex Lightwood for prime examples. But if that were so, I would feel devastated, but I would not want to lose that, something that has been like family to me and I grew up with for so long. So I kind of understand where the Harry Potter fandom is coming from, where they're not giving up on the stories and the plot themselves. They're just not supporting the author, if that makes sense. So I will continue my read through just to finish it because I was really liking it. But then I probably will put it to rest and probably leave them alone for quite a while. So we're going to finish that. Of course, finishing what we started. And I believe that is it. Oh, I just remembered. We do have to finish the children's kind of monthly read-through vlogs of books I liked when I was a child. And I believe we were trying to do the Little House on the Prairie series. I'm going to rethink of that because we've got a while before I will reintroduce it. So I'll let me think on that one. So we got to finish what we started. But that is the goals here for this channel. A little bit what will be different from our traditional booktube channel is that if we only do 2 books per month, I'm probably not going to do a wrap up each month. So I'll probably do it like quarterly, which would be like every season. So for winter, I probably won't do a wrap up or talk about winter books I read until February, at the end of February. And then of course, wrap up for spring would be like May. But I will do a TBR or try to each month so that you know, okay, this is the next book I'll be reading. And of course, there will be reading vlogs, but there will only be weekend reading vlogs because the weeks get a little too much and then I tend to forget to vlog. So it's pretty much making things enjoyable for you and a little bit easier for me so I can focus on making these videos fun. And gives me time to also, with a full work schedule and all of that, just to kind of, because that's what we need in 2021. We just need a big old sigh and a puff of air out and just relax and have a good year. And that's what I'm trying to set up here for us on this channel and hopefully in my actual life. So thank you so much for watching. And as I said, we will be reading these 2 books this month, Lady Midnight and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yeah, and I should have 2 reading vlogs coming out this month unless I think of at least one I know of. Unless I can think of something else to fill. So it's not just reading vlogs, but that is the plan. Thank you so much for sticking around for this chaotic journey that has been this channel the past year and a half. And I hope you continue supporting me in 2021 and you like the content. And as always, If you have a suggestion for a content, like a book tag that I haven't seen from other booktubers doing it, or anything like that, please leave it down below. I love the suggestions, and I obviously would love to put out content that you guys would like to see and enjoy. If you liked what you saw and want to stick around for the lovely content that will be in 2021, please hit that subscribe button and that bell for notification. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.